Well, tell me from your experience with this conference, what do you see as the benefit of someone attending?
First of all, there's a lot of minutia in being a writer and being a published writer. And if you want to be what is known as a commercial author, which is to sell to the masses, you need to understand the process and you need to understand the business. And I think a lot of people like myself come here not understanding that. And we didn't realize that writing has affiliation and subsidiaries to it. And that was my big revelation the first time I came here, because, you come here with this song in your heart for a book, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to write this book, you're going to write the next great American novel. You come here and you don't realize that it has evolved to marketing, and marketing, social media marketing, and then occasionally maybe you'll sell a few books here and there.
Well, Mike Logan is joining us today here at Faith Radio Meeting House Media Central at the 2022 Blue Lake Christian Writers Conference. And so as you've gone to the conference over the years and you've learned more about kind of how things work as far as writing books and also relationships with publishers, how to get a book published. Sometimes it is through a publisher. Sometimes it's something one does on one's own. Sometimes it's a hybrid model. You have all sorts of different models, but you recognize that there is the Lord is in control. He is sovereign.
That's right.
But he does direct our steps, and he does open and close doors. I think he does call us, though, to be faithful and obedient.
That's right. And one of the themes here this week, somebody said, it's not who you are, it's whose you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we give the glory to God because through our gift of writing, we can impact the kingdom and obviously live the mission, the great mission of go make disciples of all men.
Well, you had mentioned to me that you have worked in the area of human resources for 40 years.
Yes.
Or so.
Yes.
So tell me about how that perhaps has impacted your desire to write in the area of, say, leadership development.
Well, in the area of business and business management and business leadership and then human resources, a lot of what we do, there's no pamphlet, there's no manual when you become a manager in a lot of businesses. A lot of times you get this title thrown upon you, you get people that report to you, and then all of a sudden you have to have some sort of character check, because an integrity check, because a lot of times you're continuing to do what you think is right, but sometimes it's not necessarily right. And as a Christian, it becomes even more important, because our faith should work through our work, okay, not work through our faith. The faith should work through our work, and as a result, a lot of people get into a management leadership position, lack the character, lack the ethics in order to be a good, effective manager and leadership. And I've seen that through the years where people have been probably very talented from an education standpoint, but very slim and bankrupt in the ethics and integrity part, because they don't have any faith that undergirds their action. The net of that for me as a business person is that somebody needs to tell those that maybe aspire to that how, in a polite and good way, that being a Christian does impact the workplace in a positive manner. And you can do that by your faith, and you can do that even better by being a great business Christian leader.
Well, Mike, as we close, this is your third Blue Lake Conference.
That's correct.
So as you look forward to what God has laid on your heart and really being able to communicate that, there is an element of waiting on God, of being patient, of really trusting Him to do things in His time, and His time schedule may not be the same as our time schedule is. And we recognize that. As you've seen the overall process and have aspired to be an author, but yet having not seen the doors open yet, anything that you could offer as far as just the importance of perseverance in fulfilling God's call?
Well, you got to rely on the fact, and our faith tells us that God's timing is perfect. So even though you may think you're being delayed or you're hitting into a barrier or you're even procrastinating, which we saw a lot of that during the COVID, the truth of the matter is it's all in God's timing. And if it is of God, it will reap the fruit that's necessary in order to preach your message.